So can't believe we're already back up here on the mountain. Excited to show you guys what we have going. This is the first of hopefully many videos for All American Blue Collar. What I want to do in just this whole adventure of posting to YouTube is just kind of give you guys a feel more for the everyday life of a bunch of hardworking blue collar guys that are just out here busting it out, getting it done. So some of these first clips in this video, we're getting telehandlers back up on Schweitzer Mountain in North Idaho, getting them back up there, getting staged, ready to get started on the big project we started really back in 2021 by doing all the roofs. They ended up needing the siding done, so they were wanting us to get them a bid on that, and then got started in 2024 and did 4 partial buildings. We're going to finish those up in the last 3 this year. So in this video you'll see a lot of the beginning stages of the whole process. One of the lifts, when I got it up there on the mountain, the start relays for the toggle switches in the basket and on the ground switch wasn't working, so had to figure that out. That went pretty quick and easy. It took me, I don't know, probably 15-20 minutes to figure out what was wrong with it and diagnose it, and then run a hot wire. Actually spliced into the plug, so we didn't even have to cut any wires at all. Just pulled the old prong out, put it back on the new jumper wire, ran it over to the starter solenoid on the starter, and good to go. Are there zip ties in there, Paul? Like 2 or 3? So, yeah, big project going on here. This started back in 2021. Actually, back in 2020, I had a guy, the HOA had a guy was supposed to do 2 or 3 of these roofs, and he did the 100 building and did a terrible job at it. So they ended up getting, I'm not even sure how they got a hold of us. Got a hold of us, had us bid them, and we committed to doing 6 buildings in a year. So we did all of those in 2021. And then around that time, they were talking about re-siding everything also. And then finally got the project off the ground last spring. I hired a guy to do the hardy portion, and then we were going to do the metal, the gave lens, and then I subbed out the painting. Ended up being a bit of a fiasco with the siding. It's kind of half my fault, half the subs, kind of just miscommunication between a bunch of different people. Learned a lot. First big project I've done of this scale. Ended up having to tear off all the hardy on this building and starting over at the beginning of last year. So that was, I think, June 7th of last year. So by the time that happened, ended up getting behind schedule a bit. So we have a couple little things to finish up on the 100 building down there. And we'll end up getting the painters up here to finish up all the painting on these buildings and roll into the last 3. So we're gonna keep everything in-house this year other than the painting. Had some concrete cutting done over on the garages last year and this year. That's already done this year. Redid some conduit work up to the heat tape. Yeah, so we've got way farther ahead already this year than we were last year. So we're looking good. Trying to wrap up a few smaller jobs and get rolling up here. Another aspect of this job that started back in 2021 is the heat mat under the metal has ended up shorting out a few different places and whatnot. So we're gonna have to redo a bunch of that this year as well. Probably I'll start on that here in a month or so. Yeah, just enjoying the views up here, enjoying getting work done. So should go good. Excited to see what we can do with the videos moving forward. We'd love your guys' input. Would love your feedback. So, like I say, we're just a bunch of blue collar guys out here busting it out, open to suggestions. If you guys want to see anything special, let us know.